then you might not need to. It's up to you what position you do your meditation in. So options are seated cross-legged. You could lay it on the floor. You can come onto your knees. You could lay with your legs up the sofa. That's a favourite of quite a few people. If you've got any lavender bags, or if the room is too bright and there's too much light coming in, you could always cover your eyes with a towel or a t-shirt. Hopefully not smelly socks. All up to you. So be aware of your breathing. Just relax. So just giving everybody time to get into their relaxation position. Breathing gently. So close your eyes and be aware, as always, of your breath. We're just going to check out a few body parts to make sure they're feeling comfortable. First one to think about is your back. So if your back is, if you have your legs laying out straight and your back feels a little bit arched, then my recommendation is to bend your knees and put your feet to the floor. The back's always the first place that would struggle in the straight position. So then I want you to take your focus up to your neck. You don't want to have your neck curved, so just push your chin down towards your neck and allow the neck to flatten out. You'll feel the neck stretch. Again, be careful of your neck if your neck is feeling any discomfort today. So just breathing nice and gently. We're going to talk about letting go. So a good way to show you about needing to let go is to use your breath. So if you don't let go of your breath, you'll die. It's as simple as that. Or you'll feel like you need to surrender to it. So what I'd like you to think about doing, and the only thing you have to be mindful of, if there's any consideration that you might be pregnant or that you have high blood pressure, then you maybe need to think about not holding your breath as long or not at all. So the objective of this is to show you how you need to let go, but those two things you need to be careful of. So bring your breathing to a nice, long, slow inhale and exhale. Make sure you're using your belly to breathe. So your belly rises and falls as you inhale and exhale. Once you feel that you've got yourself comfortable, I want you to think about, once you've finished your inhale, I want you to hold your breath for 3 seconds. And then you exhale. And keep that cycle going. So you're inhaling, hold your breath for 3, and then you exhale. You shouldn't have any problems with the 3-second hold. It's when we try and increase it to a little bit more, then you'll feel what I'm talking about, the need to let go. So just do that a few times. So now I'd like you to increase your hold to 4 seconds. And then I'd like you to hold your breath for 5 seconds. If you're somebody that has good control of your breathing and you feel that you could go for more on your hold, then please do so, because I want you to get to that feeling where you have to take a breath rather than just controlling it. So you hold your breath for as long as you possibly can and feel the need to breathe. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, just count your breath to where you need to be. You have to feel comfortable. Listen, I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. I just want you to understand the concept of letting go, having to let go. So just keep doing that breathing with a long hold, as long as you can, or for the 5-second count, whatever works for you, whilst I talk to you about letting go. So first of all, I'd like you to picture a little child running around in the garden, maybe 2 or 3, running around, not a care in the world. And they trip and stumble over a stone and they go down and cut their knee. So the first reaction would be shock. The eyebrows raise, the mouth goes, and everybody else around them does the same. At that age, the first person they would run to is probably mummy, crying, tears in their eyes, and mummy gives them the biggest hug possible. She says, there, sorry you've hurt yourself. Gives it a rub better and looks at what needs to be done. Plasters or kisses, they all work the same way. And after you've done that, you make sure the child feels stable on their feet. And as soon as they run away from you, they start giggling and laughing. But as an adult, we don't do that anymore. So we have a trauma that happens to us, or an event, somebody at work maybe says something to you and you react. And then you hold on to that reaction for a day, a week, months, and it festers inside of you. But why is it that a child can let go and we can't? What is it that stops you from letting go? Allow yourself just to think about what it is that stops you from letting go. So something they said has triggered you. So any trigger that you have is a learning experience for you. You and the person who's triggered you come from different backgrounds, different lifestyles, and something they have done winds you up because it was something you were taught and they weren't. So as an example, I was brought up to say please and thank you. So when I prepare a nice dinner for my husband and he eats it and says nothing, I think that's rude. I would always say thank you. But he wasn't brought up the same as me. He wasn't brought up to say thank you and please for everything. Neither of us are right or wrong, but he's wound me up. So I've learned to let go of that emotion, so I don't feel wound up and hold it and harbour it for weeks. I used to sulk for ages, and now I just go, oh, whatever, let it go, and I feel so much better. So that's just an example to give you an idea of listening to things that happen to you and working out how you can release and let go. So I hope you've worked out and understand the breathing technique. It can be very calming on you, and by holding your breath, I don't know whether you noticed the kind of pulsing that happens to you. It's almost as if the air inside you is trying to be used more efficiently. So just finish that long hold that you're on. Finish the exhale breath and bring yourself back to a more relaxed inhale and exhale. Breathing gently, breathing more calmly, feeling as if your body is heavy and relaxed onto the floor. Not only were you letting go of your breath, you've let go of your muscles too. Reduce the tension that you're holding. So well done on your meditation. I hope you understand the thought patterns I'm trying to bring to you.